Hey guys, I'm learning TFT and I'm sharing my learnings with you so that you can learn and I can learn better as well. In this Learning Lab episode number 4 for patch 15.1b, I'm excited to bring to you a super stacked lobby including Weijin, YBY1, Canbiz, Asta1, Chunnington, and more. 5 of these players are pro circuit players. These are players from last set that were playing at the elite levels and now are playing at the pro circuit level. The whole lobby is top 200 in NA, and I'm really excited to dive into this game where we're going to do some training exercises on 2-1, 3-2, 4-2 to do augment predictions, line selection, and final placement predictions for many of these top elite players. At the very least, I'm going to try to get through the pro circuit players, so we're going to be able to analyze all of the pro circuit players' points of view, decision-making process, and hopefully by the end of this video, we'll be able to have much deeper understanding of how to make elite level decisions beyond just high level, this is the comp to play and how to play it. We're kind of diving into the nitty-gritty on when do you play each line, what makes it optimal, what are the trade-offs that we're making. So with that said, we're going to dive into first a meta mindset briefly, and then we'll jump into the actual learning lab. So if you want to go straight to the learning lab, take a look at the timestamp in the descriptions below. So first, we're going to do a meta mindset, sharpen your saw. I saw a Beppo tweet that I kind of wanted to respond to. He said, the way I do things isn't the most efficient, but it's the most fun for me. Spamming close to 1,000 games a set. He spoke to some of his friends who have hit rank 1 and they recommended playing only 3 to 5 games a day, prio, sleep, and don't stream. And this is related to a goal that I set for set 15 that I mentioned pretty recently, where I really want to optimize efficiency over quantity and maximizing LP. It's far more about hitting a goal and a target for me to be able to qualify for Paris. And really that's about playing fewer games, but getting far more efficient at those games. And related to that idea are some quotes that I have. And I've talked about these in previous meta mindsets, but I just want to really rehash them because it's core to what I'm trying to focus on right now. And I suspect that it could benefit a lot of you as well. So big idea is quality over quantity. Alfred Montapert said, do not confuse motion and progress. A rocking horse keeps moving, but does not make any progress. Now, of course, Beppo's point is that this is the most fun for him. And at the end of the day, we're all playing TFT to have fun, whatever fun means and however we achieve fun. So if playing a ton of games is the most fun for you, by all means, go for it. It's not necessarily the most fun for me, especially when maybe I'm not performing at a high level and I feel like I'm not learning as much. For sure, if your goal is performance and to climb and to hit higher ranks, I would not suggest playing 1,000 games. And I think a big challenge for me historically has been that I have a family, I have 2 kids, and I just can't afford to play 1,000 games a set. And I felt kind of guilty in the past, or felt like I was at a disadvantage in the past because I couldn't play that many games. But I've really been trying to focus more on efficiency to make up for the lack of quantity I can play. Stephen Covey said, we must never become too busy sawing to take time to sharpen the saw. And when you're playing that many games, it can probably be hard to sharpen the saw, especially sleep. I've talked about this before, but if you're getting less than 7 hours of sleep, your brain is not not functioning optimally. Magnus Carlsen talks about how before major tournaments, he sometimes would sleep up to like 16 hours. And that optimizes your brain to not get as emotionally triggered when inevitably you will have low rolls come your way and go on tilt, right? Saving LP by just not playing when you're on tilt is a huge way of being able to climb. And that's also why playing fewer games helps you really focus in and minimize the likelihood that you go on tilt. Josh Kaufman said, the optimal learning cycle appears to be approximately 90 minutes of focused concentration. Any more and your mind and body will naturally need a break. And I've talked about this before, but playing in about 3 game cycles where you're playing maybe around 90 minutes to 2 hours is the optimal kind of period where your brain can focus. Anything longer than that and you're getting diminishing returns on your brain's functioning. And so what I've been trying to do is play in sessions of about 3 to 4 games and really interleave a lot of training in between. And that's kind of the impetus behind this Learning Lab series, is doing way more training, playing far fewer games, and then kind of doing a hybrid, about 50% training, 50% playing games. I talked about Nate Soares' ideas in my first video of this set, and I want to rehash it here. Your preferences are not move rightward on the quality line. Your preferences are to hit the quality target with the minimum effort. And so historically, I have kept on trying to get higher and higher LP. Instead, for this set, my goal is to just hit Challenger for the Paris Open qualifier, which I think the date has been set for like end of this month. So my goal is basically to get to Challenger with the least amount of games played, and not necessarily to always strive for more beyond that. So really focus on not how much work you get done today, or not how much LP I gain today, but to maximize my productivity over time with that end goal state in mind. So prioritizing minimum effort for maximum efficiency. And so if we take a look at my performance so far for this set, I think this is for sure the highest like efficiency I've had at the start of a set. Maybe the highest efficiency I've had like ever playing TFT because of this process that I'm taking on. I'm averaging under a 3.0. Of course, I'm at Emerald right now, and I'm not playing against the most elite players. So part of this efficiency is actually by playing. I started my first game like last week, so maybe 5 days after the set launch. In the past, I would be playing on day 1, and if I'm spamming a bunch of games, then I'd be playing against, top level competition. And so if my primary goal for this set is not necessarily just pure ego and trying to prove myself against the top players, which I have felt like I needed to do that in the past. For this set, I'm just like, okay, pure efficiency. Playing later helps me because the competition is going to be weaker. I get more data as far as, because I'm a very data driven person, being able to look at stats, looking at MetaTFT, being able to do a lot more of this training process allows me to gain a larger edge, so that when I do play, I'm average top 4% of 80 some percent, win percentage of 33%. This is definitely working out for me, and I'm going to see, how long I can keep at this. But I suspect that this approach can work for a lot more people as well if you shift your mindset from just spamming more games and feeling like you constantly need to make LP gains in the short term, and really focusing on training, learning, and efficiency of your time rather than just spamming. And I've always said that I view TFT as a metaphor for life. I think this principle definitely applies for life as well. Really focus on sharpen your saw before you use it, instead of just sawing away with a dull blade. And I think this chart here is really showing that those principles in action, and I'm hoping I can keep that up. So one of the key ways that I'm going to keep this up is continuing with this Learning Lab series, really diving into the nitty gritty of how these elite players are making decisions, training me so that not only can I understand the meta, but understanding of the thought processes behind how these players are making these decisions. So with that said, let's dive into it. One thing is, for my I vibe coded a scraper that lets me grab all these screenshots, and it shows some of this stuff over here on the right that is a bug with MetaTFT's replay system when you jump backwards. So we can just pretend we can't see this, all right? All right, so we'll start with YBY1. From this spot, this is gold sub. And I'm also going to reference my notes on the meta while I do this. So if you want to take a look at my kind of meta strategy, you take a look at the description below. I'll link this. If I forget to do that, please remind me. I'll also link to this Learning Lab spreadsheet here. So from this spot, YBY1 has you can slam Morello, Gunblade. This looks like an AP spot that can flex between Sork and Prodigy. From this spot, likely Sork over Prodigy because he has the Ari and the Lucians. Itemization wise, like these aren't great slams. Morello doesn't have a great applier, so it looks like we want something maybe with delayed power. I'd probably prioritize, but we do have gold, so we don't necessarily need more gold. But we could have more golds. I would say ideally it's like scaling combat, item / econ. I don't think we necessarily don't want combat, but yeah, something along these lines. Not duelist. We're leaning towards some type of AP flex. Probably not Sunfire. Pilfer's probably preferred out of these, so roll middle right. Okay, so he does seem to prefer Sunfire board. Cloning facility. I wonder how good cloning facility is for AP flex. Like you'd want to throw what, like a karma? Like, I mean, you don't want to put your main carry, so you could clone like a frontline. When, I guess. With Prodigy board. Oh, you could clone Cassante. Cassante would be pretty good to clone if we go Prodigy. So we could go cloning facility, Cassante, or Sunfire is more generically good. I'd probably roll right to see if we can find something better, and we could always default Prodigy. Treasure Hunt. I would have thought Treasure Hunt was a reroll augment, but I was thinking we want Sork or Prodigy. Huh. Earn a locked chest each stage between now and stage 6. Unlock each chest when you spend 20 gold on shop. Okay, I guess one thing is Treasure Hunt on gold sub is stronger because we have more gold to be able to unlock the chests. That's something I wasn't thinking about. Let's see if we have that Treasure Hunt. Let's see. Here's the loot table. What happens if you don't unlock it per stage? Can you just wait until later in the game to like unlock all of it? Also didn't realize that if you do this treasure hunt and you play Crystal Gambit, 50% chance at a spat or frying pan with a reforger is pretty good odds of being able to play 7 Crystal Gambit. Interesting. Okay, so I think I'm probably sleeping on Treasure hunt on gold sub probably broken. Okay. And then with this treasure hunt selection, is there a reroll angle? We could go, might even be cat. I would still lean towards reroll. And so if we are doing reroll, going back to this, it could be Kale. But we have no Kale, so probably not Kale. Kale will be good on gold sub, but we have no Kales. Could be Jin Mundo. Probably Cat is the most obvious. Otherwise, we can and Gangplank. Cat or Gangplank. Greater than Sorcerer and Prodigy. And then average placement from this spot. I feel like we don't have very good reroll angle. But it is Weijin, so I'm gonna predict like a third or fourth from this spot. All right, 3, 2. Okay, actually, I'm gonna try out doing every player from the start so we can kind of get a feel of where they all are relative to each other. All right, YBY1 popped the power up in stage 1, got over 9,000. This is looking like a pretty good Kale spot. Does not have great items though for Kale. Does have a lot of juggernauts. So that's looking pretty good. I think here I would be looking for items greater than econ or combat. Like double econ isn't horrible with Kale because you really do want to get to level 9, but it does lower the cap a little bit. I think items here would be better. Roll left, roll middle. We don't need more gold, especially with Clear Mind on gold sub. Roll left and middle. Okay, roll all of them. Portable Forge fulfills items and can give us Flicker Blade, Gambler's Blade. What else will we look for? Kale. Flicker Blade, Zonia, Fishbone, Static Shiv, Gamblers. Okay, Portable Forge. And then from this spot, I mean, depending on what the artifact is, this looks pretty good. Like, if he can get Flicker Blade, he has like first place potential on gold sub. With a bunch of juggernauts already. Yeah, looks pretty good. Okay, Can Biz. Playing the heavyweights. Oh, why did this take this screenshot a little bit early? We're missing some information. Okay. Fortunately, we're missing a lot of information for Canbiz. My guess is his board is not very strong, so I'd probably take Spirit Link here. Whoa, what happened? Okay, it's probably Gold Destiny. I don't know what was going on there. I think my scraper is still a little buggy. Direction wise, with the duplicators and Kaisa on board with Thrill Seeker. Is this Darius? Might be Kaisa. I've been seeing like Brosev was experimenting with Kaisa, and And we have a Kaisa on board plus a Kaisa here. Kaisa reroll. I have no idea how good this comp is. But I mean, Gold Destiny with the duplicators plus Gold Sub, like he's gonna have so much gold to hit these units. And we can slam IE. Is IE good with Kaisa? I assume so. I think it's. Let's see what Kaisa's items are. Shojin IE Guardbreaker. Kaisa is like kind of like built like Zaya from set 14. Shojin IE Guardbreaker. So we have pretty good items. Say third or fourth. Then we have Asta. Also a possible kill spot. Not as good power up. Does have a Rage Blade Sling. So could be Kale. Could be GP as well. Could use Kale as an item holder for GP. Probably want items greater than combat, greater than econ. Scoreboard Scrapper like has been looking pretty good. We could go Scoreboard Scrapper into GP. Probably roll left too. I guess this is item, so roll middle first. We want scaling combat, or I could see Scoreboard Scrapper or Psychic Forge. But I think this has higher cap, so I think we go Scoreboard Scrapper. Roll middle first. Okay. I guess this could be what with Jin reroll. And we do have Rage Blade, but we don't have a Jin. Oh wait, this could also just be for Deepening Shadows could be for kill reroll. Whenever the Shadow Realm strikes, gain 5% AP for kill. Shadow Realm strikes how frequently? Every 5 seconds, right? Yeah, every 5 seconds. So it's like gain 1 AP every second, basically. How does that compare to Archangel? Oh, it's like way worse than Archangel. Archangel's 6 AP per second. This does not seem very good. I would lean towards Scoreboard Scrapper. Roll middle. Okay, Scoreboard Scrapper. What? So he really likes healing orbs? Every time. I mean, I don't think we have the right spot for gold for dummies. Plus, we don't need more gold. There's just healing orbs. Raining gold. Okay. Raining gold. Huh. I don't know. He wants to play Kale or GP. I don't like this spot. I feel like his cap is significantly lowered. I think this is like a 6th or 7th. Like double gold, unless you're going some kind of fast 9. I guess you could go what? Fast 9 kill? Fast 9 kill? I'm very curious where Asta goes with that. Alright, Chunnington. Star Guardian Bastion, we have this looks like a Prodigy angle. Prodigy Yumi. More likely than Sork. We do not have a strong start, although I guess we could. We hit the Garen 2, itemized the Malzahar, slam. Well, we want to save the glove, so I don't think we have a slam. So I think we, because Prodigy wants JG Guardbreaker. I think this is a weak opener. So we're taking something with delayed power. I mean, I guess we could be strong. I roll middle. I don't think we need more gold, like double gold. but I guess it's delayed power. Like we might not be able to win anyway. I would roll middle right. Treasure hunt again. Roll. I said we wanted delayed power. I mean, this is delayed power, and the chess. If we follow Weijin's logic, we should just take this as well. Because Weijin didn't even have. I mean, Weijin, I guess, could do cat or GP, but I have no idea where I go. Probably not this. I don't think we're strong enough. Okay. And then this is like what, 8 gold per stage, whereas this is already 9 gold, 8 gold equivalent. 6 gold, 16 gold, like treasure hunt seems like it's just better. Yeah, okay. All right, so I think a big thing is treasure hunt. I think I'm undervaluing treasure hunt. Let me see where Spencer put that here. Yeah, S tier here, and then see where Dish Soap put. Also S tier. Okay, I'm very curious. It seems like you could just play treasure hunt without leaning into reroll, although I think it's mainly this cash out that would angle you more towards reroll. But even then, let's say we play like Prodigy, we could just go for a Malzahar 3, or we're playing Sork, we could just go for Swain 3 and still roll on 8. So let's say we do play towards either of those lines. What do we do with a Spat Orb? So let's say we go Karma, Emblems, Strategist. Strategist is Spat plus Cloak. Bastion is Pan. Okay, so Strategist would be the best. So we want to save a cloak. If we play towards Sork, we'd want to save a cloak for this stage 3 cash out. And then we go Prodigy, Battle Academia, Pan plus tier, or Prodigy Emblem, Pan plus. Wait, this is Spat plus. Okay, so we'd want to save a tier. We go Prodigy. Yeah, I think a big insight already is it seems like treasure hunt generically good. Don't need to force reroll. I think a big thing is making sure that it has like you have some reroll options in whatever fast 8 comp you're playing to. Okay, and then Shanghai looks like GP. I'm not going to go into specific. I'm not going to be analyzing their decisions as in detail because they're not pro level players. They are very elite, but I do want to go fast too. So going back to the efficiency thing, I'd probably go Stars Are Born if I was him to try to go GP. Okay, Stars Are Born. This looks like GP. Oh, I forgot to predict Chunnington's placement. Seems like this augment treasure hunt is just broken. I think 4th or 5th from this spot. Shanghai is probably playing the best comp. Lacks some of the items. He's in a ridiculously stacked lobby. But he can hit I'm gonna say 3rd or 4th. Mainly because if his spot would be pretty good in a different lobby, but he's playing against really good players. So I'm gonna say third or fourth. Oh, he's contested by another GP. Not as good items here. If you want something that can fix items, Pandora's items makes sense, and then go for GP. So they're probably gonna contest GP, which makes them both worse off. His items can be fixed. He's gonna be behind from the other guy. So I'm gonna say this is like a 6th or 7th. And then Shanghai's spot is like a 4th or 5th. Alright, Lele. Got a Rage Blade Slam. Could be Void Staff, Open Rod. This looks like more like Sork or Prodigy. Is not strong. I guess if he gets this 2-star, but he doesn't have a pair of carry, so this is pretty weak. We want some delayed power. Prodigy stands out the most out of these three. Roll left, right. Scoreboard Strapper looks pretty good. Roll right. Scoreboard Strapper or Prodigy? I could see either. I think I would take Scoreboard Scrapper, but okay. It's like Scoreboard. Raining Gold. Wow, these Asta and Lele not prioritizing Scoreboard Scrapper. Spencer has at A. Dish Soap has it at B. Oh, okay. So maybe I'm over. Double hold to 1 instead of Scoreboard Wrapper. Dish Soap has it at B here. Maybe I'm overvaluing Scoreboard Scrapper. Okay, let's go back to Weijin at 3-2. All right, at 3-2, he is now very likely to be. This looks like Prodigy. He can play around Mal's 3 if he gets the duplicators from the stage 3 chest. I wonder if you just angle Mal's 3 to just do reroll. Mal's reroll? So this could either be Mal's reroll or Yumi. Augment wise, items greater than combat, greater than econ. We're still looking for, yeah, we still have a lot of items we could use. Replication for glove would be good. Salvage bin gives us more items. Another one. Probably not another one. I'd take replication over salvage bin over another one. Okay. Okay, he likes salvage bin. Right. Placement. We are 3rd in the lobby. I wonder how he had these items split. That's interesting. I guess he started off with the Jace power up and then slammed the death cap. Okay, that makes sense. Probably still say 3rd or 4th from this spot. Although it depends if Lele is contesting. No, Lele is not contesting Prodigy. So, and then Chunnington, is Chunnington contesting no. Okay, so uncontested Prodigy looks pretty good. Let me. So yeah, I'd say still third or fourth seems reasonable. Next we have CanBiz. Hopefully CanBiz's situation got fixed at 3-2. All right, we are doing, this looks like Kaisa reroll. He is fourth in the lobby now. He used one of the duplicators. I really don't know the strength of this. This will be really interesting to see how CanBiz's outcome comes. Maybe this is one of my biggest learnings, how this Kaisa comp works. Probably want combat. Greater than items, greater than econ. Not middle. How AD heavy is this lobby? A lot of GPs, so this armor is probably reasonable. I think normally Kaisa is going to play a lot of front lines, so this is pretty good too. I would roll middle. Do we want more attack speed or more tankiness? I mean, we're going to get scaling damage, so I think more tankiness. Roll middle left. Roll middle first and then roll left. Ring the bell. No, I think this is better. This is better for like heavyweight, like basically if you're playing a lot of Darius probably, but we're not itemizing Darius right now. So roll left, take right. Oh, interesting. Value's best friend over portable forge. We do already have 3-item Kaisa. I guess we moved the red buff off, so what are good Kaisa artifacts? Or how? Are there any broken Kaisa artifacts? Flicker? No, not Flicker Blade. Fish bones. Oh, fish bones. Yeah. This is basically like Zaya from last set, right? So fish bones makes a lot of sense. Mana Zane makes a lot of sense. And then we can always get frontline. Yeah, I like Portable Forge over Best Friends now. Okay, Portable Forge. This spot looks pretty good. I also still don't know what the strength of this comp is, so I'll still say third or fourth. Okay. Then we have YBY1 at 3-2, playing Jin with Innervating Locket Mundo. YBY1 and Kaisa could be contesting each other's. Was I just looking at? If Cambiz wanted to play Juggernaut, then Mundo, they're testing each other's Juggernauts. Let me see how good Innervating Locket is Mundo's best. And he has scaling with Singularity. I mean, this setup looks pretty good for YBY1. I thought he was Kale, so I was wrong on that. Okay, so the moment he got Innervating Locket, he pivoted towards Innervating Locket. Makes Mundo reroll viable. Seems like this could be Jin or Kaisa in the future. Okay. And ideally wants wants scaling HP power up. So max vitality or singularity or all right. So we're definitely Mundo / Jin reroll now. How does this spot look? I mean, YBY1's full streaking. More items. Greater than combat, greater than econ. Not left, not middle. Don't like any of them. Okay, roll them all. Not middle. Tons of stats or Pandora's items gives us more items and lets us customize them for 3 stars. I probably go Pandora's items. Especially since we're on streak, items are going to help us more than combat. Combat can maybe help us cap higher. So left. Yeah, okay. Pandora's items. I mean, what's the cap of this? 8% win rate. Like, this usually has a lower win rate, but he has like a pretty god setup, right? Like 100 HP, full streaking, insane econ. If he can hit these ahead of tempo, he can definitely win out. Plus singularity with the innervating locket, and it's YBY1. I'll keep the 1 to 2. Like maybe drop to 2 or 3, but I think keep 1 to 2. Asta went into Crystal Gambit. Is playing AP Flex Sork slash actually more likely Sork than Prodigy because he's not holding any. I guess he has the Syndra but no other Prodigy unit, so this looks like Sork. Either item or combat. He already had econ to start. He's lowest AP, probably doubled down. We'll get extra resources from Crystal Gambit. Probably combat greater than items because he's gonna try to keep losing, and combat gives him higher cap potential later, and he could get more items from the Crystal Gambit. If he plays towards Prodigy, Howling Gale would be good. I'd probably roll middle. Roll right. I'm the ladder with Sork. Probably roll middle, take right. I guess Pandora's could give him Bis. Probably take right. Okay, climb the ladder. I'm still not a fan of this spot. It's gonna be really low HP. Like he could very just as well go 8th against the high roller. Yeah. Especially since he's raining gold. So like he could hit everything, but he just can get knocked out once. I'm not a huge fan of this spot. Chunnington looks like GP. He did take the treasure hunt, so we did see that there were a bunch of other people playing GP. It's not great. I guess this could be Cassante. I forget what Cassante's itemization is. I.e. Guardbreaker. Lodge. Oh no, this is Cat. This looks like Cat more than GP. Yeah, he's holding the academy units. The problem is he's so far behind. No cats. This could also be 7th or 8th. We're looking for. We're missing Guardbreaker. Just 1 glove off. Great combat. Not middle, not right. Not left. I guess this could be piercing loaded, piercing sight. Oh yeah, piercing sight. Okay. This does not look good. Yeah, stick with the 7th or 8th prediction. All right, and then Shanghai, I'm just gonna check their spot. I'm not really gonna do their prediction. This is definitely GP. Only one GP. And lost a lot of gold. This also looks bad. Let me see Paul. Paul contesting it. Yeah. With also no good. Okay, so I think whose spot is worse? Shanghai can get it soon. Paul has better items. I mean, they both look bad. So in hindsight, I'm gonna move Pennington up 6 to 7, 6. Paul's spot seems worse. Okay, and then Lele. What? Lele's also going GP? Hodge is not even good on this setup. I guess Paul has 94 HP, so I gotta move Paul up. All right, 5th to 6th for Paul. Shanghai is down here. Okay. Lele. Wow. Middle of the pack. I'll go 6th or 7th. So who's gonna crack top 4? Right now is these 4, these 3. Who has the best shot at other top 4? I guess if all of these guys are trying to go GP. Okay, this is definitely not GP. This is Cat. I mean, one of the GPs can get top 4. Who has the best shot? Shanghai. Yeah, probably Shanghai. All right, let's just do one of the GPs will move up. Okay, let's go back to Weijin. Weijin's low on HP now. Augment wise, we want combat. Not uplink. Prodigy already has enough mana gen. So Psychic Forge is too slow. Roll middle right. Okay. Right, just tons of stats. Alright, tons of stats. It's Prodigy. We are going to go 8 to roll. We're pretty low on HP. And Prodigy doesn't cap well. YBY1 spot, like, looks pretty crazy. I don't like this spot anymore for Weijin. I'll go 5th or 6th now. Let's go Canbiz. Canbiz went Kaisa. He hit. He's 3rd in the lobby right now. Augment wise, want combat. Greater than item. Oh, he's mentor Kaisa. Okay. Did see that in the stats. It's because YBY1 went Mundo. Kaisa This is, I think, an up-and-coming comp, especially in 15.2. This seems like it might be a thing. 4 Mentor, 4 Supreme Cell Kaisa looks really good in these stats. Or 6 Juggernaut. This win rate is insane. Maybe this is a comp I need to pay more attention to. He did get the Fishbones Kaisa, which was what we were just saying, the best artifact. This looks pretty good. Must be stacking a lot. He's third in the lobby, so it's probably been killing a lot of units. I think we definitely want combat. This placement looks pretty good. I don't think we're gonna go for Darius 3. Like how do you itemize 4 Mentor, 4 Supreme Cell? Okay, so I think this is actually you play around Akali. Go 8 and play around Akali. So this GS is gonna go to Akali. I think we still want combat, yeah. So we need more attack speed for Kaisa. I don't think, yeah, Rage Blade's not good. I don't think we want more attack speed. So roll middle, roll left. I guess Starak could go here. We get diminishing returns on the AD. Roll middle and left. Teacher's Council, that seems pretty good. Give the mentor bonus to Kaisa. Yeah, that seems like the strongest. Roll middle right. Oh, Spirit Link. Okay, Spirit Link over Teacher's Council. Okay, interesting. This looks pretty good. I think this is a top 4, maybe a second or third. I guess the main problem is frontline is. Oh, I forgot he also has over 9,000. Like, I must say second or third. The main question is, can he snipe YBY1's Jhin? He gets a lucky cast. He can basically has a chance at winning any matchup. Main thing is he needs to shore up his front. All right, YBY1. Getting scaling, needs to get a better power up on Jhin. Does have 3 removers. Just be leveling up to get more Juggernauts in. So combat greater than. I don't think we even need more items now, so it's just combat. Jhin, Mundo, Blood Rage, Healing Orbs. Healing Orbs out of these, roll left middle. Nope. Yeah, Healing Orbs. Oh, what? Not Healing Orbs? He was willing to take, what, Moonlight? What was he willing to take over Healing Orb? Moonlight seems so inconsistent. I guess. Oh, maybe he was willing to take out both Nefiri and Aatrox and play around R3. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I can see it. All right, so Moonlight and R3. Spear's Will. On who? I guess you just play like Varus later. All right, I think this is still a first or second. He has so much econ. He has scaling Mundo, almost 3 item. Actually, this does give him 3 item because he could just do GS. Yeah, makes sense. This Spear's Will makes him the strongest right now. Okay, Asta. Let's see. Sometimes my thing gets a little buggy. Asta at 4-2. Went Sork. He has 1 life. Well, maybe 2, depending on how many units he loses by. Has, what is this? 20 gold left with Karma pair. Just got some type of cash out. Oh, this is probably the Crystal Gambit cash out. Yeah, it really depends on if he can hit this Karma. Combat, greater than items, still lacking frontline items. Pair of 4s. The board. We have 3 4 costs, but if we do pair of 4s, we could just not play Rise. That would be combat. Not Bronze for Life. Item Collector. If this is items, it could be Item Collector. Roll right. And then I think pair of 4s is more reliable. Let's take pair of 4s. Oh, he wants reinforcement? Big friend? Reinforcement? He just needs 1 karma. Oh, I guess the 12 gold to make sure he can really hit. I can see it, but then his econ, like, he has no combat. I guess this is still the safer play. You just play for top 6 or something. Whereas if you take one of these and miss, you just go 8th. Okay, I guess I can see it. Reinforcement? No, okay. I guess that also gives you gold, huh? Exclusive customization gives you gold as well. Plus, we want the guard breaker. Okay, I can see that. I'm gonna say 6 or 7. He's still on 1 life, and like the Kaisa could just fishbones this karma and you're dead. So I think it's a lot of luck. Right, Chunnington. Hit the cat. Decent health. Piercing isn't that great. Spat for Battle Academia probably. Lacking frontline items. What do we want? We just want combat. I guess it could also be pink items. Healing orbs. Indoors lets him build something on the spat. Let's take a look at cat. Does cat want emblem to be executioner on Yumi? What is executioner? Your pan and glove. For cat reroll. And then prodigy is pan and tier. And Battle Academia is spat and tier. And here we have a sword. So if we want max value out of this spat, yeah, I think it's Pandora's just to be able to get an executioner. And we get tank items. We don't need this sword here. Yeah, I go Pandora's. Roll right. Either healing orbs or Pandora's. Roll right first. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess salvagement. Do we need more? No, we already have crit. There's just healing orbs. What? You want salvagement? Okay. I guess he wants to fix the items with salvagement. Oh, we can salvage. I mean, I think we want to keep these though, right? O tier rod belt. Salvage bin. I don't know if I like that. Because you're at the same number of components as Pandora's for like this whole stage, and then you may not be able to use the items. I feel like Pandora's is both safer with more upside. Okay, placement wise, he should be pretty stable, at least for this stage. Although he's lacking frontline. Say a 4th or 5th. And then Shanghai. Ooh, very bad. This is like 6th or 7th. And then all. Even worse, 7th or 8th. Oh wait, but he's still high HP. Did he push tempo or he's still at 6? Still at 6. I mean, he could just bleed out to like a 5th or 6th. Because he's healthy. Lele. Oh yeah, Lele's also... Yikes. 6th or 7th. Who else is top 4? Okay, this cat will probably finish higher. Because all the GPs are going to die. I guess Asta could be finished higher depending on if he can dodge YBY1 and Cambiz. If he can hit his Karma 2, then he could just finish top 4. Alright, so I'll do 4th or 5th here. Alright, let's see what actually happened. Go to equation. Actually, I think YBY1 would be easier to find because I think all of Weijian's games are recorded. All right, here we go. So actual placement for YBY1, Jin Mundo, first, Chunnington with Cat got 2nd. Wow. Weijian with Hit the Mouse 3 got 3rd. We actually in our learning lab from the other day with Dish Soap saw that Mouse 3 did really well too. 4th is Canbiz with Kaisa. And then Paul got 5th with GP, just tempoing it. Big thing with Paul, because GP was contested so many ways, he just rode his HP lead in the beginning. Shanghai also GP got 6. Lele got GP got 7th. And then Asta just bled out. Missed the Karma and bled out. So okay. So what do we learn here? ISO seems like it can be reliable top 4 from the right spot. Treasure Hunt worked out for both Cunnington and Weijian, especially on Gold Sub. I think I've just been sleeping on this augment, and I maybe think it's too reliable on reroll. We did see Weijian rolled on 8 and hit the Mouse 3. So it's still, you still want to reroll, but it's more flexible than I think. Innovating Locket into Mundo with scaling HP seems like the way that Mundo can cap out. And we could play Mundo with Kaisa Origin, so backline's more flexible. Asta's double gold at 2-1 did not work out, especially since he was going Crystal Gambit at one point. Like, I think Scoreboard Scrapper would have worked out better for him. I mean, I know that's hindsight because he took double gold and he missed on Karma too. So he probably low rolled for sure because he was uncontested Karma and three GP players. But the thing is, you miss Karma, you're dead, right? Because all the GP players and the GP players in the mid game were putting so much pressure on him. And then, yeah, like, don't play GP contested. All right. So basically, all of our pro circuit players finish in the top 4, except for Asta, who missed on his roll down. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. I'd love to hear your thoughts, questions in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.